Hi everyone, good evening. Welcome to my weekly Facebook and YouTube live. How are you all doing? I've just had a message to say. I'll grab that later. It does say I'm now live, so hope you are all here. Let me just see. I wasn't sure what I was going to make today because I have been full on writing Christmas cards. So I have been making Christmas cards and writing them all madly. Hey Johanna, I have got 26 more still to make. I have, however, used every single Christmas card that I have made for classes or blog posts or events or duplicates that I've demonstrated or what have you. So they are all either written or assigned an address with an envelope. So I feel like that was a huge achievement today. And I have got everything addressed, envelopes all addressed. And I've just got a pile of envelopes that don't have a card to go in them. So I've got 26 more in production. Just what you should be doing on the 8th of December to get them written and to get them sent out. So the plan will be for them to go in the next couple of days. I hope to get them finished being made maybe tomorrow evening after work, and then Tuesday or Wednesday evening maybe get them written and away so that they make the person they're intended for before Christmas. Good evening, Jane. Good evening, Louisa. Hope you are all well. Evening, Becky. I had a very spicy, I made it, but I may have over-spiced my stir fry. So I'm feeling a little bit warm. We've just finished eating dinner about 15 minutes ago. And we were just watching the Strictly results. So it was the semi-finals for those watching Strictly Come Dancing. No spoilers in case anyone hasn't been watching or needing to watch on catch up, but yeah, it was good. So you're further ahead than I am. I know, I'm getting there. So although I need more Christmas cards, I've got them in production. So tonight I thought we could play with this new one, which is called Cake Celebrations. Have you seen this one? One that is an online exclusive. I put little blue dots on the side of my cases. If they're an online exclusive, they get allocated a little blue sticker. Good evening, Alison. Nancy. Oh, hey, Nancy. I just finished the Happy Hibiscus Awesome Kit. Oh, that's good. Did you love it? It was so pretty to play with. Evening, Carol. Paul's got me on the big screen. Uh-oh. So, right. What should we do? I've run out of grid paper. So you're just going to I've got 1/2 of grid paper left with some scribbles and some stuff on. I'm waiting for my delivery of grid paper. I'm not sure how that happened, but we will manage. We'll manage on my desk and we'll go from there. So the cake is a bit of a builder one. It's not one that you necessarily need to colour. We can build it up with ink colours. So that is the beauty of this one. And it's perfect for so many occasions: anniversary, just to celebrate, birthday, wedding, etc. Comes with a cute cake stand, and it is a fun one to build up. You can do as many layers as you want. You can add dies to it, so it's got different die layers as well. It's got, my stamps are very pink. I had a class on Thursday and Friday night, and we made 3 of these cards. So I may, I'm sure no one from the class will mind. I may get started by recreating one of those cards for you, because it saves me having to think. Which at 20 to 9 on a Sunday evening, having been writing Christmas cards all day and trying to work out addresses and which lists I'm working from and what on earth I'm doing, be quite nice. So let's stamp the cake first, and then we can make a base. So let's do that. Bring in some white. And we can stamp. So I think we're going to give it a fancy cake stand. So we can make this heat embossed in gold. And we can add our layers. Who has already decided that this is a stamp set that needs to be in their stash? Who has this one already? It's so good. Put that on. And then we've got a nice stand to work on. We can then layer up the cakes from there. I know that thing's so right. It's a habit, but I can't say it's been used yet. But we've all been busy, I imagine, with Christmas. I know I have. So I had good intentions, but then actually it was really nice. I had, as I say, I had my monthly December class and decided to do celebration cakes rather than more Christmas, because I thought even if Christmas cards are not written, people may have most of their cards made. So it was just nice to do something a little bit different. And we got to play with a little bit of sneaky peek papers from the upcoming celebration. It's going to be with us in January. Okay. That is what I need for the minute. So I'm going to do Highland Heather. I'm going to change it up a little. I used Calypso Coral, but I'm going to change it and use Melon Mambo. So let's see. This Highland Heather probably needs a little bit of re-inking, but so we'll stamp on so that we've got a light Highland Heather. The edges of my ink pad are very juicy and the middle is not so much. There we go. I'm going to do a second layer of cake and then go full strength with these bits, which are kind of like icing bits, over the top. So it builds really easily. You can really kind of go crazy. Oh, do you know what? Let me see if I can move over. Oh, I think I left it on the old Wi-Fi. I wonder if this will kick me out or move me over. Bear with. Okay. Joanne says great choice of colour, and that's on YouTube. Sue, have you got me on Facebook? I'm hoping that we have. Anyone in the land of Facebook, if you're able to tell me if I'm still live. I wonder if I might need to come off and go back on again. Hopefully not. Hazel says all okay. Lost you, you're frozen. Judy is on Facebook. I'm just quickly nipping onto my phone to see if I'm there. Okay. I think I'm back. Apologies. Sorry. Onwards. Sorry about that. I should have a big post-it note on my desk that says check the Wi-Fi before I come on. That was a bit of a schoolgirl error. Sorry. Gone a bit wonky with my cake. I was getting distracted. Gone a bit wibbly with my cake. We can hide that with some flowers. All will be good. Oh, that is quite a wonky cake, isn't it? Do you know? It's so wonky. I might do that again. That is pretty squiff. You can cut the layers individually and stack them, but honestly, I do like just having it as one. We'll go quick with these layers. I might not even stamp off with that Highland Heather because it's so light in the middle of my stamp pad. But if you've got a juicy ink pad, then you will want to stamp off. Otherwise, you will not have the difference in colours. Okay. We're back in business. Wi-Fi and cake. Do you know what it is? It's because it's on a small block and I'm looking through my glasses and it's just distorting where I was better. Okay. Happy with that. Let's cut that out. Wobbly cake does taste just as good. And as I said, some of the cakes were a little wobbly when we were doing it during class, which was fine. Actually, I think it gives it a bit of character. And unlike a real cake, it's not going to slide off your cake stand. Once it's on there, it's going to stay on there. So that might well get used. But for tonight, I will pop it in my scrap drawer and see if it comes back out to go on another card. Let's cut this out. So there are no dies that obviously cut out a made-up cake. Because you can put as many layers on as you want. You can go any combination of the layers. And that really is the beauty. So I've just gone 2 and 2 with the layers. And voila. And then just pop it in there. Let me grab some of these bits. So there are like cake layers and icing bits. So we can pop that through. Nancy says I enjoyed them. That's the super awesome kit. I'm so glad you've enjoyed them. We've got our bonus call on the 16th. I've got 14th, 16th. Without looking at the calendar, I don't have it in my head. It's the Saturday, so that'll be fun. Let's pop that through. I feel like I've come dressed for this cake tonight. I've got a new stripy jumper on. I feel like it was the right outfit for stripy cake. Icing. And good evening to everyone joining. We have got icing. And I'm going to use, I've got a new little container today in a craft store, beginning with an H. I normally have my dimensionals in 2 separate containers, but it didn't quite fit right. And I saw this container and I thought, that is going to be perfect. It's going to stop these kind of not fitting properly. So they came in a pack of 3 and they're a little bit bendy, but they fit. I've got a skinny windowsill just behind my desk and it fits perfectly. So that was my little purchase today. We went out for an impromptu, we're going to be breakfast turned into lunch. And as we were queuing up to choose our sandwiches that we were having, toasted sandwiches and chips, friends of ours had joined the queue and were like, hello. So we ended up sitting together and having a good natter. So that was lovely. It's always nice, isn't it? If you have a little impromptu catch up. Right. So these kind of give you extra. I might put some of these on. They're quite nice. Sue says have swapped YouTube. I don't blame you, Sue. It's probably a little bit more stable over there. The weather is potentially not helping. It's a little bit gusty, isn't it? Some different layers. Lots of icing on this one. There is some small icing. I meant to cut that out at the same time. He just says I couldn't have storage like that. Gizmo keeps stealing my dimensionals, so I have to have them in a closed box. He's a cheeky one, Hazel. He is a cheeky one. Imagine that he's would steal your like shiny gems or your ribbons, but I didn't think dimensionals would be a thing. He's got good taste, is all I can say. We're aware of some tree bouncing on cables. Oh no. Oh, good evening, Bridget. Watching from South Australia. Welcome, welcome. Right, let's put this one on here. A little bit more. Another little white layer on there. Just add a little bit of my Wink of Stella is on the way out the door. It's really running out, so I need to add a new one. There is free shipping going to be happening in the 9th tomorrow, and the when is it? 9th to 11th? Did I see? I will promise to post that afterwards, I'm sure. I was correct. 9th to the 11th, 3 days only. So if you, like me, have run out of Wink of Stella, then any qualifying £60 order or €75 if you're in Europe or more will get you free shipping. So if you've been busy writing all your Christmas cards and you need a top up on envelopes or dimensionals or Wink of Stella, then now is a great time to make up an order of your basics. So £60, and if you are a demonstrator, that will also earn you a celebration pre-earn reward. So £60 is a lot of Wink of Stella. It would be worth it though, right? We would be topped up for the year. We would be a full house of Wink of Stella. Right. This card was cased from the brilliant Sue Campfield, and it is called a balcony card. So I made this at class, and I thought I might share it with you this evening. This one is in centimetres. I don't have the conversions, but if you go over to Sue's YouTube, she's done it in US measurements. So you'll be able to find a version that she has kindly shared, but I have converted into and reworked it into centimetres. So we're going to take a quarter of our sheet of cardstock, so 14.8. And then we're going to go half again at 10.5 centimetres. So one base, one piece of card will give you 4 of this style of card. We're going to score in at 2.7 centimetres on each side, so that you have a fold like that. So 2.7 centimetres. And then you want a piece, or 2 pieces actually, that are 20 centimetres long by 3 centimetres wide. They can vary in width depending on how you want the card to look. And we are going to score these at 2.5 centimetres and 7, and then the same on the other side. So 2.5 and 7, and then I'm going to do the same to this piece. So 2.5 centimetres and 7, 2.5, and 7. So that's the pieces that we'll need. And we're going to give these a score. And then we're going to line this up to the bottom of the card, like that. And we're going to glue. What I'll do is I have some templates that I shared for my class that I'll put on the screen in a minute when I've finished making this, and you'll be able to take a screen grab of it. If I've gone a bit quick in saying those measurements, you can watch the replay, but as I say, I've got some drawn out measurements, so you'll be able to take a screen grab. If you line that up to the top of the card here as well, and then we're just going to glue that on back, like so. And then that will make a very cool balcony card. So it looks so effective, but it lays flat to go in an envelope, but pops forward, so you can have this really cool fold. I thought we would also use some of the new celebration papers. And we use these ones, which are called Bloom Impressions 12 by 12. If you've overlooked these in the celebration, if you're a demonstrator and you can pre-earn celebration items, and you've overlooked these, I would highly recommend that you take a second look, because they're amazing. They're so pretty. And if you're a customer and you've not been able to earn these yet, then I would also recommend that they go high on your list of earnable celebration items. They are fresh and lovely. So there's this pretty pink one, so I think we'll use that because it'll go nicely with that cake. I used this one for the card that I did at class, so I'll show you that card afterwards, but we'll use the pink one for now. And so we're going to cut a strip. So we're going to get one strip of the DSP. Let me move my camera up. So we're going to do 2.7 centimetres, because this is 3 centimetres wide. So we want 2.7 centimetres, so that is the right width for that piece there. And then we're going to cut these at 5.7 twice, and then 4.2 4 times. So you get a little bit left over from a 12 by 12 piece. And then they are going to glue on the front. Oop. Such pretty paper. Then I do have a stitched circle already cut out, but I'm wondering if I might cut out the circle's cool. I might cut out the hexagon that I cut out. So the hexagon is from the Memorable Bloom dies. Now this hexagon will cut out the inside edge, and then it will leave some stitching on the piece of white as well. It will go through the mini, but only just. I may be better cutting it on my big machine. Let me see. I want to make sure that the pressure is on there. Very tight. If you want the edge, if you want like the nice edge, you're going to need to use your big cutting emboss. But we only want the middle part, so we're good. So can you see it leaves that impression behind, which is very pretty, and then you've got your stitched hexagon. Oh, octagon, isn't it? Is it octagon? It's not six-sided, is it? Anyway, it's cool. So that is going to stick on there. So we're going to have that with just a little bit of glue, top and bottom. So we've got that now as our base, and then our glittery cake. Can go on here. Put that on some dimensionals. And then we're going to grab some of the florals from in here. I might just grab a mini dimensional just to go underneath the stand. Just to give that a bit of stability. There. And then we want some flowers, which we can pop on here. So we will have the 3 flowers. Ah, thanks, Joanna. It is pretty. And the leaf. So we've got a little bit of kind of coral colour through there. So I might bring in Calypso Coral. Calypso Coral can be very dark if you don't, if you go full strength. So, that is the full strength Calypso Coral, and that is the coral stamped off, which is a much kind of lighter tone. We'll have some pink flowers and some purple flowers. I want to make sure we get them nice and inky. Now, there are dies for each of these flowers. So there's one here, and one here. By the time I line them up 3 times and try and find the right way round, the I'm a Celebrity final will be over. So we're gonna fussy cut. The final of the I'm a Celebrity Get Me Out of Here is on tonight. It starts now at 9, but it's on for a little while, and so I can do catch up, but only if I get to it before the program has finished. So we've got about an hour and a half. We're good. But we don't want to take up too much time with not lining up our dies. So we'll just fussy cut these out. They're a little fiddly. And I would recommend taping your 3 dies together. Get them lined up once. Tape your 3 dies together so that they're lined up with the flowers. And then you can cut like a batch of them out at once. Janice, take your time. What colour should we have as leaves on here? I did, because the paper had a little bit of the one I did for class had a bit of shaded spruce on, but this hasn't got any shaded spruce, so we could go any green. Should we do Granny Apple? These little ones are fiddly. Fiddly, fiddly. Sue says Granny Apple green. Yeah, let's do some of the smaller flowers. Has anyone not seen this card? Is it a new card to some of you? Or have you all have you seen this one before? Is it one that you've wanted to make but haven't made? It's fun. I thought it was going to be far more complicated than it was actually. If you are receiving a catalogue from me, not this exact card, but I have used this template. Paul says you may not look easy. It's using the back of the scissors that definitely makes it easier. But these little ones are fiddly, fiddly, fiddly. Okay, I think that's enough flowers. Let's do some leaves. Granny Apple. Jackie says new for me. Ah, that's good. Nice when it's a new fold. We'll do 3 leaves. Again, there is a die. The die will cut. I could cut this out with the die, couldn't I? I don't know. The die will only cut the outline. So if you were to be cutting these, the die doesn't go right the way in. So I'm not going to either. I'm just going to stick to the outside edge as if the die had cut that. Do you know, I've just realised that's the piece of scrap card that I tried to get the Wink of Stella working on. So we've got very glitzy leaves, but that is okay. Quite nice, actually. It's a bit of a happy accident. It's made them very sparkly. going to use my glue dots. To pop these together. So with the glue dots, what I like to do is put all the bits onto the roll. If I'm doing a lot of bits like this, just trim that down a little bit more. Because the glue dots come out onto this part of the roll so that you can pop them on. So it makes like little stickers then. And then we can pick those off with our bone folder. Not bone folder, take your pick. So I have a little cluster. Chop. And a little cluster down the bottom. Main pink one up there. And then we'll just mix and match these flowers so that we don't have all the same colour together. Purple one. More purple on the purple cake though. And pink, and then maybe another coral. At the top. Ta-da! That's why I ask mortals have time. She actually make me laugh. What am I looking for? I'm looking for my new gems. The purple backed adhesive sequin from the Celebration. Let's have these ones. A few of those. These are so good. These are gorgeous. Once I've got the Celebration items that I want, I'm going to be then adding these to my order to top up. Like when I get extra, if I get extras, then these will be my extras. I'm going to just have loads of these because they're so bushy. Right, let's have a celebrate, maybe birthday celebrate. What should we have? Celebrate. Just what I had. Just grab a scrap bit of white. It just says purple adhesive back sequins, but you've got like iridescent white, like a light pink, you've got a berry burst, and then like a fresh friesery Highland heather. I'm not sure what colours they might say in the kind of brochure, but the beauty with these ones is that they've got those kind of pinky white tones, or that would go with melon mambo, it would go with berry burst, these will go with all the purples, they will go with loads, for sure. But the adhesive ones are so easy to use, aren't they? They're easy, rather than like loose sequins in a packet, which are pretty for shaker cards, but they're much harder to use for just general scattering of sequins. Okay. Out, and then that can just go on there. I might put a little mini dimensional underneath the end of the word just to give it a bit of balance. So the cake is on dimensionals, so then the word could go flat on, and just lift that little bit there. There you go. That's a fun balcony card. Kim says, I think the sequin are my fave. They're so good, aren't they? So pretty. As promised, this was the card, very similar, very, very similar. No gold embossing though, but that was a similar one that we made from class. So that was Calypso Coral stamped off. And the base is just crumb cake rather than the gold embossing. And then, as promised earlier, I have a template for you. And this is in centimetres. So, excuse my scribbly writing, but if you want to take a screen grab, then that is the template. It's 2.7. I might just actually write on that. Where's my pencil? Look, cross through it for you. 14.8, 10 and a half is that measurement. And then this was the 20, and it's 3 centimetres tall that way by 20 centimetres. And then you score in at 2.5 and in at 7, and the same on the other side. So let me just leave that there for a second and get my hands out of the way. And then you can take a grab of that if you want to. You obviously need 2 of this piece. You need one for the top and one for the bottom. So that will create your card. Hopefully you've grabbed that by now. There you go. That is the new celebration papers that will be coming. So Carol, as I said, this was a case of Sue Campfield. If you look up Sue Campfield on YouTube, she has done a video on this in US measurements. So go check her out, and she's got some US measurements for you, and a number of designs using this card. So if I write a blog post, which I intend to do, I will pop the centimetre and the inch measurements on my blog post, as I normally do when I share my cards. But if you want them quicker, then go check out her video. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming to hang out with me. I hope you've enjoyed that, and you've enjoyed the cake set. I can see lots more use with that. I will maybe do another YouTube Facebook Live with the cake again, with some different designs for you. Have a lovely rest of your evening, and I will see you all next week. Take care for now. Thank you for joining me. Bye.